Who should we be able to love?
Anybody that's over 18 and human.
Should the government or someone else be able to tell us who we can't love?
No.
How many people are we allowed to love?
As many as you want.
Should polygamy be legal?
Sure.
Who should we be able to love?
I don't think there should really be like any restrictions on who we should be able to love. I don't think that makes sense.
Should someone tell us who we are not allowed to love?
No.
How many people are we allowed to love?
I don't think, again, I don't think there's like a specific cap or like a limit to the number of people you love. I guess a lot of it depends on your definition of love.
Should polygamy or any form of it be legal?
I don't think so. I mean, I think there's a difference between loving people and marrying someone. Like there's like a lot of people out there in the world that I love, but being able to enter into like a relationship with them and the idea of it being consensual, like if people are absolutely able to be consenting and we can find some way legally to determine that, I think it makes sense. But I don't think there's really a way right now to be able to have like a real, genuine, consensual, polygamous marriage.
All right, so Jack, I'm just gonna ask you like a few questions. First, starting off with, do you think there's any restrictions as to who like humans should be able to love?
Like any human?
Yeah, any person should be able to love.
I don't think so. I mean, obviously, like different cultures will expect different things, but I think at the end of the day, I think at least my belief and what I've been raised in is any human should really be able to love whoever they want.
Okay, and so therefore, you don't think any government or outside force should tell us who we're allowed to love?
I don't think so.
And so, what are your feelings or what's your sentiment about falling in love or being in a relationship with multiple people at the same time?
Multiple people at the same time?
Yeah.
Well, I think falling in love with multiple people at the same time is different from like having like intimate relationships with people at the same time. I mean, especially if you're talking about like marriage, like I think, I mean, obviously there's cultures that accept that, but just for me, in the way that I've been raised, I think that's, to me, that seems really odd and something just feels wrong about it. But I don't know, that's just me.
You said something feels wrong about the marriage with multiple people?
Marriage and also just like, yeah, definitely marriage and I think multiple partners as well, at least when it gets to like a certain intimate level.
Okay, so polygamy, having more than one spouse, polygamy can be any form of having multiple wives, having multiple husbands, and then there's also a more equitable form that is basically three partners all equally in love with each other. What would you feel about that situation? Say, two wives and a husband all fall in love with each other.
I mean, I guess that wouldn't be my like first preference, but I guess if everyone's content with that situation and like that's what they've all chosen to do, as long as there's nothing like being hidden in that way and like it's a mutual thing, three people like that all are in the same boat on that, then I guess that'd be fine. I mean, it wouldn't. I personally, that'd be really weird, and I would never choose to engage in something like that. But I mean, it's whatever floats your boat.
Yeah, I guess.